All right, Matt, the first quarter's real estate sales numbers are in. So are they showing we had a good selling season, or do they suggest the sales paralleled the winter weather, which was okay but could have been better? To put our season into perspective, Link News real estate expert Denny Grimes is here with us this morning. Glad you're here. You're just giving me a little preview. The numbers show what you thought was happening. We're slowing down.
Right, and we were in here a couple of months ago talking about, hey, we sent something out there, but now we have the data points to document it. So I thought we'd look at the numbers and see how the first quarter really went.
So how did it shape up? What happened?
Well, we'll look at the number of homes sold, prices, and of course inventory. When you look at the number of homes sold, here's the big story: sales are down, both in Lee and Collier County. 15% for Lee, 14% for Collier. So, and what that means is this is not just an anomaly. We went back and tracked, and there's been 5 straight months of declining sales when you compare year over year. Condo sales were down over 20%.
Yeah, I see that. And prices down too.
Right. Well, here it's kind of mixed, and you have to dig a little bit deeper because you can, when you look at the year over year, quarter over quarter, it looks like the median price is up. But that does not reflect the trend we're seeing now. For example, in Lee County, December's median sales price was $231,000. First quarter was $219,000. So there's a downward pressure, so that's down 5%. In Lee County. Collier's bucking the trend. Their median sales price is up 18% for the same time frame. And even I was shocked when I saw that the median in Collier is $500,000 and the average sales price in Collier is almost $800,000. So in a very expensive market, still moving well from a price standpoint.
They're very different markets. They can seem to have separated themselves almost, Collier and Lee, to this different price level.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And that's kind of the prestige market. Lee's a little bit more bread and butter. The condo market's been pretty rational in both counties. Up 5 or 6, 7%.
And what's happening here? What's driving this? There's a lot more inventory, right?
Well, that's the big thing. I went back and looked at the number of homes coming on the market versus those selling, and the number of homes coming on were up 40% versus those selling in the first quarter. And so what that means, that's great news for the home buyer because there's been a rush of inventory and they have had their track shoes on to get a home. Now with inventory piling up a little bit, there's a little downward pressure on price, particularly in Lee County, and some downward pressure on sellers' expectation. So it's a good time to step into the market and act. Now, there's an adage we use in real estate, and we tell buyers this all the time. We'll ask the question, so why do the best homes sell first? And they'll say, well, why? Because they're the best. Right. And that's still true in this market. The best homes are still selling fast and first. So buyers can take a little bit of pressure off themselves. But again, when they look and when they find that special home, it's not going to stay on the market because there's a lot of people looking. In fact, our showings aren't off at all. It's just the buyers' push to buy or rush out and buy has slowed down. And there could be a lot of issues like the weather we talked about, the election. There's some other issues going on like the exchange rate. We've lost a little of the Canadian market. The European market may have stepped back a little bit. So this is just a downshift that's going on in the market. It's not a crash.
Well, good. We don't need that.
Don't need it. Been there, done that.
Yes, we have. Denny, thank you very much. Wink News this morning. We'll be right back.